Hey everyone, so today I want to shine some light on a Banded Leporinus. These fish are known in the hobby for being complete, and yes they are, but it's not entirely their fault. Most people keep these fish incorrectly. I know I'm guilty of it. When I was first introduced to these fish, they were labeled as semi-aggressive, so I bought one and I put it in a tank with other semi-aggressive fish like tiger barbs and loaches, and that Leporinus wreaked havoc. A lesson that I learned is that fish keeping takes a bit more research than just reading a label at PetSmart.
Bruh.
These fish, and really all fish, have specific social, dietary, and environmental needs that will have a huge impact on how they behave. After years of becoming a more knowledgeable and experienced fish keeper, I decided to give the Banded Leporinus another shot, so I bought a group of 4 1 year ago. Let's talk about my experience. So first off, when I bought these fish, they were between 3/4 of an inch to an inch long. And today the biggest is about 5 inches and the smallest is about 4 inches. So these fish grow extremely slow, especially considering that they can reach over a foot in length. By the way, if you're in the Jersey, Philadelphia area, the Adventure Aquarium has a tank with some really nice examples of how huge they could get. These fish grow big and are pretty active, so they'll do best in a larger aquarium. I'm growing mine out in this 125 gallon tank, but eventually I will add them to my 350 gallon tank and maybe one day my 880 gallon tank. Now of course most people don't have tanks this large, so I think a 125 could sustain a group of 4 to 6 until they reach about 8 inches, but once they get bigger I think the minimum tank size for a group of adults is a 180 gallon tank. Now I mentioned tank size for groups because I believe it's critical that you keep these fish in a group of 5 or more. I currently have 4, but 5 is a safer number to balance the aggression within the group. These fish are part of the Cherison family, which are primarily schooling fish. Fish like neon tetra and silver dollars also belong to this group, and you wouldn't keep a single tetra in a tank. You should honor the Leporinus the same way. These are very social schooling fish. Mine spend their entire day chasing each other and flexing and dancing and changing colors, communicating with each other. All the energy that they would normally spend interacting with their own kind will be directed towards other fish, which translates to fin nipping or bullying if the fish is smaller or just more timid. If you keep just one Leporinus, you could also have the opposite effect, where the fish loses confidence being outside of a group and hides continuously, which is also a loss. Now I'm keeping my Leporinus with cichlids, which are very aggressive fish. The cichlids are mainly aggressive towards fish that look or behave similar, so the Leporinus don't usually have too much conflict with the cichlids. The only exception is with my female carpenter cichlid. She's in breeding dress, and I guess pretty soon she wants to build a nest, so she will chase the Leporinus or any other fish that comes into her territory. Besides that, I think cichlids are a great match with Leporinus. You can actually watch videos of these fish in the wild, and they actually spend a lot of time with South American cichlids like peacock bass and geophagus. So I think naturally, cichlids and Leporinus have matching energy. As for keeping Leporinus with less aggressive fish, like true semi-aggressive fish such as barbs and loaches, I think as long as you provide a group of 5 or more Leporinus, it can be done successfully. They should entertain each other and limit the need or want to interact with other fish. Now Leporinus are herbivore fish, which I believe does have an impact on their behavior. Herbivore fish in the wild normally graze throughout the day, so they have a natural instinct to look for a meal even if it's not feeding time, which could get them into trouble with looking to make a snack of another fish's fins. To make sure this isn't a problem, I recommend either feeding multiple times in a day or providing meals that they can graze on like plants and veggies. I've been feeding mine a mixed diet. I offer fluval bug bites, Hikari sinking cichlid gold, tropical fish flakes, and occasionally I'll offer them some lettuce or excess aquarium plants for them to munch on. After 1 year of keeping these fish, I definitely see them in a new light. They've been labeled as villains in the aquarium hobby, but the true villain is the uneducated hobbyist. Some fish are naturally bad behaved, like this one. But bad behavior from a Leporinus is more than often a reaction to its living conditions. If you do your research and take the steps to provide the necessary care requirements, these fish are super rewarding. They're very beautiful and very entertaining to watch. This has been year 1, and I look forward to many more.